breaking down all 23 things you missed from Survivor Season 46, Episode 12. We're talking all things getting voted out with an idol, letters from home at the sanctuary, Ben having a panic attack, Charlie and Maria finally breaking up, and much more. Careful for any spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet, and make sure to stick around as we announce last week's giveaway winner. If you want to enter next week's giveaway, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below who you think's gonna win Survivor 46. Number 23, previously on Survivor. We all saw it, we all know what happened at Tribal Council. My mind was blown. I'm not sure what's going on in Fiji, but this is one of the dumbest casts in Survivor history. I'm just gonna put this tweet right here. Number 22, after Tribal. Right now, the Q-Man is feeling good as Venus made a big mistake. But before we get into more detail about Q, we're gonna be talking about him a lot throughout the video. We first need to talk about Ben. Number 21, Ben messes up. Honestly, I'm completely shook. I know I just said it at the start of the video, but this is one of the dumbest casts in Survivor history. With that said, if anyone from Survivor 46 are watching this video, I'm loving the season. It's just you people, you're playing very, very stupid. All the way back in Survivor San Juan del Sur, we had Natalie play a vote off as if it was a mistake, but Ben did it for real right here.
How did that happen? Either you're telling a really dumb lie or you're telling a really dumb truth, and I'm not gonna harp on it.
Number 20, Maria in rough shape. Most of the group, including Charlie, Liz, and Q, came to comfort Maria after she had a rough tribal council. Maria says it best that she is a force to be reckoned with only 6 players remaining in the game. Let's throw up all 6 players right here, and out of all of them, I can really only see 3 of them winning. Number 19, puzzles and games. If you're a Survivor superfan that wants to try the challenges, you need to act fast and check out Idle Plays and my replica Survivor puzzles and games. We have seen so much support with the Survivor 46 Idle Plays drop, and it's almost over. If you're interested in any of the replica puzzles and games, you should act fast as I'm closing down the store with the Survivor 46 finale next week. To celebrate, the first 10 people to use the code FITS25 get 25% off the iconic Fits Tower. So if you're interested in checking out Idle Plays and supporting me and the channel, please consider going to idleplays.com and checking out the puzzles. And remember, the first 10 people to use the code FITS25 get 25% off the Fits Tower. Number 18, Ben in shambles. At this point, I think Ben, he actually voted wrong by accident as he's just so tired with everything going on in the island. As he has another panic attack, it was really nice to see Kenzie help Ben out, even though he voted for her last episode. I'm getting a little bit worried that all this talk of Ben panic attacks, not sleeping well, that he might get medevaced next episode in the finale. Number 17, day 22. Yes, that's right. This is the top tier content we get with 90-minute episodes. We get things like Liz talking about going poo and Ben voting wrong. Ultimately, the big players left are Charlie and Maria, and whichever one of those two can gain more power, that's who's gonna win. So we end up getting Charlie forming a group with Kenzie, Liz, and Ben.
Not to make it about me, but I had a BM. I just dropped 5 pounds.
Number 16, reward time. If you saw what's at the very end of the challenge, you know why I have a smile on my face right now. As the players race through a series of obstacles, collect a ball through a bridge, and maneuver through a maze. And the winner goes to the Survivor Sanctuary where good things happen, with some awesome Chinese takeout. Number 15, the challenge. Early on in the challenge, it was pretty close, but I'm not gonna lie, I was just fired up to see the maze at the very end. Ultimately, Maria is the first person to get to the maze, and Jeff Probst says it best. It's gonna take a while for you to get that magic touch. We've seen this challenge in 6 different Survivor seasons, and it's one of the hardest. I would know, I make them in red and blue versions. If you want to buy one for yourself, go to idleplays.com or the link in the description as Charlie wins the challenge. Number 14, reward decision. One of the great things about this season has been watching all the players fumble trouble picking the reward teams. Both Q and Maria have fumbled the decision, and it's tough for Charlie with letters from home involved. I can always hope and dream that going into Survivor 47, we actually get a true loved ones visit and not letters from home, as Charlie decides to pick Liz and Kenzie. Number 13, reward at Sanctuary. Fun fact, I had some Chinese takeout yesterday for lunch. I'm just gonna take that as another sign that one day I will be playing Survivor myself. Charlie picked Liz and Kenzie because they didn't get pizza last week, and it was super interesting seeing this flashback from earlier in the season.
I told you, like, my favorite players are Malcolm and Denise. Like,
Yes, she's kind of like that strong mom.
we've been saying we're Malcolm and Denise, and we've built such a tight bond.
Number 12, the losers. This is turning out to be a very rough episode for Maria, and I love the strategy behind the duo of Maria and Charlie never picking each other on reward, but that right there is why Survivor is so difficult. Number 11, letters from home. I don't want to be the one to say it. I feel like I'm always that person, but Survivor used to be 39 days, not 26 days. I'm only joking, as these letters do get pretty emotional, with Liz's kid drawing a picture, Kenzie moving her wedding for Survivor, and Charlie getting Taylor Swift quotes. Charlie talks about playing Survivor for himself and separating his own game from Maria's. This is literally the exact same thing I said he needed to do during last week's episode recap, as this group on reward strategizes between either voting out Maria or voting out Q. Number 10, Idol Hunt. The music was fun, as it's time for another Idol Hunt, with Jem, Hunter, Tiffany, and Venus voted out with idols. At the end of the day, I understand the reason why Kenzie went on reward, but it was almost smarter to leave her at camp to babysit Q. And we gotta throw in an explosion that Q found the idol at final 6, as he instantly tells Maria.
You just sit right there. Hold on, let me go in my pocket. What's in my pocket? It might be somehow. Oh, what's the matter? What's going on? Look what I found. Oh, Lord.
Number 9, Q and Maria. It makes me happy when I perfectly predict what's gonna happen on Survivor. What I'm talking about is it's the beginning of the end for our power duo, with Maria targeting Charlie and Charlie targeting Maria, leading into number 8, Charlie and Maria. Although they have really played the game together from the very beginning in building true friendships, it's time for that to be over. And honestly, I couldn't figure out if the two of them realized the other one was targeting them. That was until we got this hilarious confessional.
I don't think Maria is considering blindsiding me.
I don't know. Would he ever do it to me?
Number 7, immunity time. Jeff gave us a new phrase with bring in the boat. This is a classic new era challenge with the players jumping off a cliff, racing through the water, and solving a puzzle. But hear me out, this is game changing. It's a new puzzle. Number 6, the challenge. We do need to pause and give a round of applause to Maria here. She is a full-on challenge beast, and I feel like we haven't given her enough credit on this channel. As always, the puzzle is the great equalizer in the challenge, but it doesn't matter as Maria was on fire and wins anyway.
And there it is. Maria's done it. Her third individual immunity win, guaranteeing her a spot in the final 5.
Number 5, the beast. Just like how Maria was on fire during this challenge, I need your help to get on fire with my battle against Russell Hantz. If you aren't subscribed yet at this point in the season and you're enjoying these episode recaps, what are you doing? Please subscribe and help me pass Russell Hantz on YouTube. And as a bonus, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be making a dedicated video interviewing Russell Hantz. Number 4, return to camp. The decoy vote might finally turn into the real plan tonight with Maria winning immunity. The players in the majority, they've picked up on the fact that Maria is really close with Q and they're gonna vote him out to weaken her. Number 3, the plans. Like most Survivor episodes, the edit gives us 2 different options on who's going home. The majority is voting Q, and Q and Maria are voting Charlie. It might be a hot take, but just based on win equity and who I think has a better chance to win the game, Charlie was a smarter move. Charlie actually tells Maria the real plan, meaning Maria could have saved Q if she told him to play the idol.
I think the conversation about getting rid of Q is really just to appease Charlie and to just distract him from any other thoughts.
Number 2, Tribal Council. I gotta ask, leave a comment down below your thoughts on this Tribal Council, as it felt like just a party the whole time of the players having fun. One of the most anticipated things going into the finale next week is if Maria can tie or even beat the immunity record. And talking about records, we've officially broken the record for most idols gone home in players' pockets leading into number 1, Q voted out. Round of applause for Jeff Probst. One of my main issues with New Era Survivor is how formulaic every episode and season is. Every single finale in the New Era, the players have gone to a new beach, but not this time, as it feels like Jeff Probst is starting to listen to what the fans want. Anyways, congratulations Patrick, you're this week's puzzle giveaway winner. I'll announce a new winner next week. Click right here for another Survivor video and click right here to check out the Fitz Tower.